Welcome to the third season of the Nidd's Whitelist server.
Okay.
So, how are you going to design this? I mean, in theory, no. You could just steal the design of the Puddlejumper.
No, we want something really, really light.
The Puddlejumper is the bloody lightest chip I could build that features a jump drive.
It's got hull.
No, it doesn't. It virtually has no armor blocks on it. And at least the thrusters look nice on it.
This is...
I mean, the Puddlejumper is just over there. You could just...
Alright, let's go have a look at the Puddlejumper. Where is it?
Above New Vegas.
Alright.
Look down, where's New Vegas? To the left. To the left. There you go.
You mean behind me?
That was to the left, in theory. As long as you turn left long enough, you... no, it's above New Vegas. So if you just fly into New Vegas' direction, you should eventually see it. Don't worry, you're still 2 kilometers away, so...
That's because I'm 2 kilometers above it, though.
Oh, right.
Is it still in the atmosphere?
What? Goodness, no.
Sorry,
no.
in the... We don't have atmosphere.
Gravity
I mean,
well.
in the gravity well, no.
It shouldn't be, so it might be above you. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Ah, you see, it's a little light. I mean, yes, I admit it has symmetry applied to it, but you need a bit of lifting power on your thing.
Yeah. Okay, so if you imagine instead of the instead of a jump drive, if this was a cargo container, where have you got your gyroscope? Yep.
At least on the side you wouldn't need blocks, you just need to place the center thruster facing backwards, and then you can place all the others around it. On top, it would be possible to just place the reactor in the middle, have the cockpit attached to the front and the gyroscope to the back.
What? You mean attach the cockpit to the reactor?
Yeah.
I see. And then that to the reactor. Okay, so that would save us on the 4 blocks.
And it would make it lighter. I'm just pointing things out.
I know you are.
And it looks more or less stylish.
It looks like a square lump with some thrusters stuck on it, which is good, because that's what I'm going to do.
It has like lovely little lights on it.
Yeah, we're not having lovely little lights.
I mean, that's a jump drive. It makes it look lovely and nice, but sure, it's just called a lump with thrusters. I didn't insult your pole, just your window placement.
How many times? You have too insulted my pole.
I haven't. Called it a spaghetti, uncooked noodle, long rod, stiff thing. I didn't insult it. It was all a nice, good spirit, you know. Sure. Right? Okay. Mine has a nice colour. There you go.
This is going to be yellow.
Oh, you can't make it yellow.
Right?
You need to make it a cool, dodgy colour. Yeah, that was a mistake.
Not a dreadful one.
Yeah, but your block
Not
is
in
falling
gravity.
off.
Oops. I must admit, it took a bit of more of an effort than I thought to grind those. Usually you just touch them and they're gone. Okay. Is that merge block really connected?
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
You need to replace the upper conveyor tube with an actual conveyor block. And even then, that thing is going to be one hell of a dodgy thing, because the merge block is directly next to the cargo block, which means, you know, if the merge block down there just jitters a bit, it might ram itself into the cargo.
Yeah, I think we're better putting an armor block between them.
And now you can place your conveyor block there.
Yeah, should we use a conveyor block rather than a conveyor tube at this point? What's the difference in weight?
No, it's about attaching the lower light armor block to the actual container.
Ah, I see.
Which you won't have if you use a normal tube.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking about motivational speeches, are you sure, Yellow? I mean, come on.
The thing about yellow is that you can see it very easy. It's eye-catching.
Yeah, it is, but you could use a cooler colour.
Alright, so we'll have it. We don't want a cool colour, we want something that stands out really easily in space, because it's not going to have any beacon, it's not going to have any antennas or anything, so it's going to be easily lost. And we want to make sure that we can leave it in the vicinity. Right. Now, you were insistent on a certain arrangement of thrusters.
Yeah.
That way.
No. Facing
way.
outwards. Yes. No, facing outwards. No, almost got it to the right.
That's upward. Surely that's upwards.
What? No. You need to. Those need to face to the left and the right. So page.
What?
No. Yeah, there you go.
That's a sideways.
Yeah, that's a sideways thruster. This thing
said
won't be
upwards.
very manoeuvrable to the sides, I admit. But it will have a bit of lift.
Yeah.
So, now, you need to go down there to the center block of the cargo container.
Okay.
And just need to face your thrusters backwards.
Alright, and by backwards, do you mean that backwards?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
the cockpit is facing to the front, so we know which side is the back and which side is the front, and you just need to copy that to the other side too.
Yeah, but, I mean, that one was an upward-facing thruster, apparently.
What? No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Up as in the sense of, up on the ship. Anyway.
Anyway. Okay. Right.
So now, next it to the front, I think you need... what do you need there?
Well, I can tell you what we are going to need is...
Braking thrusters on top of it.
The braking thrusters need to go back as far as possible.
What? No.
Well, this side's got to connect to a ship.
You won't be able to make it go back a lot
Further than that. But we want it to be wherever possible. I mean, if there is a way that we can
It would make it heavier.
But it's doable. And so we probably should do it. Because if we can bring this over one block... So we would have to knock that one down one. Which I know upsets your sense of symmetry.
You can't knock that one down.
Yeah, we can.
It's attached to the only attach point on this side of the cargo container.
No, I'm just putting a new attachment point in.
Oh, that's just silly.
No, we've got to keep we've got to protect the ship that we're connecting to.
It's going to have an extension at the front, just like at the back.
Well, this is. but so we have put those in. But we don't know how delicate the ship is that we're going to be connecting to.
Alright, fine. You're the expert in doing those kinds of things.
Well, if we're connecting to a drilling ship, the drill ship's merge block will have to be inset. Where's the merge blocks gone?
Probably off the thing,
There they
because...
are.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
So I want you to imagine that this merge block here is, okay, the wrong way around. This merge block here is inset into a drilling ship's wall. So that means that we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 blocks of damage. So that means we don't want the thruster burn to come any further forwards than there, because otherwise it can damage the ship that's docking.
But do you know how far back you'd need to set your thing there?
Yeah, here.
You wouldn't be able to dock the thing to your cargo terminal anymore that way.
Here.
Also,
There you
silly
go.
question.
I don't know.
No, hold on. May I ask?
Yeah.
Why do we need 2 docking points?
So that you don't have to spin the cargo container. So you bring your your ship up here. You align it very, very close to the cargo container, and then, so I'm the ship. Let me get that out. Let me just free my inventory. Okay, so I'm the ship. I've flown up alongside the... God, I wish they hadn't done that.
What?
They've made it so that if you... It springs, it doesn't hold its position anymore. Okay.
Does it?
Yeah, look, watch. See?
That's just awful.
Yeah, I know. It's been doing that a little while now. Anyway. Okay, so I'm the ship. I've just pulled up alongside, and what I want to do is to be able to just move the cargo container a block. I don't want to have to go spinning the cargo container or flying the cargo container out places, because that's going to be full of very precious cargo and it's unarmoured, so we don't want to move it very far. So by having 2 docking points, one that's ship side and one that's dock side, means that there's less manoeuvring needed. So it's worth the extra weight that it has by being encumbered with 2 mountains. Do you see?
I do, but I still believe it would be easy to just connect the ship to the station.
We can't.
Yeah, I know.
So, as we can't, that means that it's definitely not easier. How could that be easier? It doesn't work. It would be easier if the game wasn't broken.
See, then you could take other people's approaches to taking the easy way in the game and just, stop playing it for a while.
I'm not stopping playing it. I've got a workaround which I quite like. I think it's fun.
Fine.
This is why Mase's all aggroed. Okay, so there's our forward-facing thrusters. And then we want the backward-facing thrusters. We could have those up here, actually. That's probably a good safe place for them.
Minus the part where they burn off the top of the cargo terminal.
No, I think is that not far enough? 1, 2, 3.
Just angle the ship slightly on accident, and boom, suddenly you have a burning force
Yeah.
directly on your cargo container with all your precious ores. But keep it In that position, I mean, that tiny cargo carbuncle is not going to move a lot. And you wouldn't know what else to put it.
Well, we'll find somewhere.
No.
Yeah.
What? You see, you're a practical engineer. I try to be designful.
I am going to stick it here.
Oh, goodness. Design-wise, that's a terrible choice, if I may add.
There we go. Right, but practically works wonders.
Depends.
There we go. So, it's not going to damage anything. I didn't really want to add to the height. But it does keep it clear of the docking station. Right. What we're missing? We're missing downwards and upwards. Okay.
You see your extension at the back there? You could just place them up down there.
That's what I was thinking.
Right at the corner? I thought you'd be placing them outside.
What?
On the...
You were thinking here? Well, if we put them there, then they're not mounted to another thruster. So if we were to lose that thruster, we'd only lose one, not two.
Alright, I'm just trying to remind you that this one is awfully close to your merge block.
Yeah, but it's not pointing in the direction of the merge block.
Yeah, but the merge block is.
You think that the merge block might destroy those? Well,
I'm pretty sure the merge block is a catastrophic force of nature that needs to be unleashed. Which is why I didn't trust it, but carry on. Alternatively, you could place your downward facing thrusters to... Oh no, wait, you can't. Never mind me.
Now, the upward facing thrusters will have to go on this side. Will have to go on the thruster because...
Yep, I know.
Yeah. Okay, and I think there we have our functional cargo crane.
Well, the scaffolding of it, but sure. Scaffolding.
Have we got enough thrusters to... Is that going to provide enough power for a fully loaded...
Yes, as long as you don't operate it in a gravity well.
Yeah.
Which is the entire point of this cargo.
It is. That's why it's a good distance above the gravity well, so that a ship can jump here. Say align itself, and then this cargo container can merge and unmerge and go and collect the resources without too much bother. It's not as nice as a connector, but it'll do. Alright, let's get that welded up.